Good morning and welcome to this devotion. Friendships and relationships, even in the workplace, colleagues, the relationships nearly always comes to an end. And it seems to be the natural circle of life. And when relationships dissolves, it isn't always a devastating loss. They can be an amazing experience for a very short time and then come to a natural end. I read this quotation and it helps me understand these relationships. And the quote goes like this: people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. When you figure out which one it is, you will know what to do for each person. And as thought provoking as it is, there's this one relationship that we always protect. There's this one relationship that I'm always working on. There's this one relationship that I'm always attentive to, and that's my relationship with God. And every now and then I come across someone that says to me that their relationship with God is drifting. Their relationship with God is like a separation, and this drifting or separation is growing. And I know exactly how they feel because it happens to me. And it's like times when I pray and it feels like the prayers are just bouncing off the ceiling. And other times when I'm singing worship songs and all I hear is my deaf tone or my bad tone. And I have to remind myself that I'm in the company of others that struggled like this too. And I often wonder whether that distancing of the relationship is intentional. We read in Psalm 13 that David wrote something along the lines of, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me? Forever?" Job, in his lamenting to God, said to God in chapter 13, "Why are you avoiding me?" And then Isaiah in chapter 8 speaks about God intentionally hiding his presence from his chosen people. Intentionally hiding it. Now, I don't want to go down the road of whether or not God can intentionally hide his presence from us. That's a discussion for another day. What I want to talk about is when people come and they say, "I feel separated from God." Whenever people say that to me, I've always got one question to ask. And the question is, does it bother you that you feel separated from God? Because if the answer is no, it doesn't bother me. Well, if the answer is that, then I've got a whole discourse or a whole conversation that follows. And it's a scary answer when you say no, because saying no has this eternal consequence. But when I ask someone, is your feeling that you're separated from God, does it bother you? And they say to me, yes, the feeling does bother me. Well, I find that quite heartwarming, because that means the Spirit of God is stirring in that person. And if you ever feel like that and it bothers you, that means the Spirit is in you. That means you have the Spirit of God actively in you, bothering you that the relationship isn't what it should be. To you, I would say, keep praying, keep having your quiet time, keep lamenting to God, keep hunting for that relationship to grow. Don't give up. There is beauty in pursuing that relationship with God. This relationship with God that David, Job, and the Jews were lamenting about, it was restored. And it was beautifully restored. And there was beauty in that restored relationship because they kept pursuing, they kept looking for God. And they found God. And it was a beautiful story after that. And you and I, we have Jesus that died to ensure that we have a relationship, that died to ensure that if we pursue that relationship, it can be restored and can grow and it can become deeper and better. I pray and I hope that when you feel distance from God, I hope that it bothers you to no end. I hope that it bothers you so much that you will hunt it down and pursue a relationship with God with all that you have. Until we meet again, God bless.